morning, everybody. What is up? Good morning. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday. It's Friday. Everybody loves some Friday. Yeah, can you tell I got some sleep last night? Woo, and I'm on cup number 2 of coffee. It's 9 a.m. somewhere. It's also 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Good morning, Diego. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Uncle Rich. And thank you, everybody, for joining. Just got that hot, fresh second cup of coffee in there. I hope you're having a fantastic morning. Hey, JP, what is up? Good morning. Good morning, sir. So let's talk about the Squawk Box short interview between Fanatics Michael Rubin and the Squawk Box cast. Yeah. So let's, facts. Fanatics got their Series A round funding of $350 million, valuating $10 billion at the trading cards. Best part of waking up is card talk in my cup. That's right, Texas card dude in your cup. And the Squawk Box gentleman called it a master stroke of deal making. I don't know about that, but that's what he called it. Some of the phrases that let's key in on. Okay. Andrew Ross. Okay. Some of the things that he talked about there's some of the things that were phrases that were thrown around: direct to consumer, customer experience, a different vision, integrated customer experience, incredible customer experience. And then he said it was just a normal business day. I don't know if that's a normal business day for him, but for the industry that he's in, that's not a normal business day. And I want to clue in that a little bit on that phrase, a normal business day. I'm going to say a couple of things that may be controversial. I'm not trying to be controversial. I'm not trying to be shock jock. I'm not trying to be, these are just my thoughts, and these are just things that are concerning to me. What's up, David? What's up, David? What happened was it may have been a normal business day outside of the industry that we're in, or in every other industry, the tech industry, the retail industry, but for the sports hobby industry, that's not a normal day. I'll key in on a couple of other things here in a second, but that's one point that I want to make. He said as well, it's absolutely possible to buy one of the companies. They are good companies. I'm not gonna. No, I'm Rich. I'm gonna give my opinion, and I'm not gonna be shock jock, and I'm not gonna be like Sports Card Radio. I'm just gonna present thoughts and ideas. I'm not going to, and just do some thought provoking. I'm not going to, and I'm not going to draw conclusions. I'm just going to lead you down and let you draw conclusions, because I'm not going to, I'm not going to tell people what to think. I'm just going to let them come to their own conclusions, or at least I'm going to try to, and give my thoughts. That's the one thing I don't want to do is be, here's your opinion, or here's what your opinion should be. They're swinging a big stick for the new kid on the block. that's never done it before. In the tech industry, we called it big splash, lots of cash, but no experience. For a new company on the block, sure, they've got to make themselves noticed. They got to make themselves, they spent a lot of money and had a lot of money given to them. So of course, you want to celebrate. You've got to celebrate. So congratulations on the success so far. But the success has only been, hey Mark, the success has only been a lot of talk, a lot of show, no blow. They're going to attack the primary, the secondary, grading, braking, storage. They want to do a total integrated customer experience. On the primary market and doing direct to consumer, Panini Tops, that's already been done. I mean, we're already used to that. Customer experience, yes, the hobby could have better customer experience. We all complain. We all understand that. A different vision, they're wanting to integrate everything. They're wanting to integrate everything, including grading and buying on the secondary market. I made a comment with a conversation that I had last night. That's attacking eBay, and that's attacking some of the larger companies in our hobby. eBay, directly ComC, Golden Auctions, Heritage Auctions, PWCC for what it is. There's a lot of money that's been thrown at those companies lately. And eBay makes a ton of money off of trading cards. 20% of their profit, their net profit, comes from trading cards. All this money that's being spent and all this money that's being made is not going to go quietly into the night. I understand what they're trying to do with customer integration and customer vision, but Sam Walton tried the same thing. He was very, very good at it. But how's your customer experience now? Granted, they don't do manufacturing, but how's your customer experience every single time you go to Walmart? Do you get the expertise on the products? Do you get the 70 years of history? Do you get the gut feel for the hobby market? Do you get the anticipation and the swoons and do you get the people that can anticipate? Do you get the Mark Hoyles, the John Newmans, the Rich Kleins, the Jim Beck? Do you get that experience? No, you don't. So a lot of money being thrown around, a lot of talk being had, a lot of flash and splash. But where's the experience? Where's the history in the hobby? Can they pull it off? Sure, they can pull it off. Let's talk about grading. Do you really think? Do you want your cards graded by the same company that's manufacturing them? I don't think so. You're going to get somebody who makes a product that tells you it's a 10 when, are you sure it's a 10? Are you really 100% sure it's a 10? And then the people that manufacture the cards, do you trust them to store the cards? I don't know. These are the thoughts that I had. These are the thoughts that I'm coming up with. And then what happens if the hobby rejects it? What if the hobby says we don't want all of these into one particular integrated? What if, and what do you do with the small businessman or the the smaller hobby shops like Tom? Are you going to gobble them up and then go away? So you're going to put a Fanatics trading card store in every single major city or community? I don't think so. I don't think so. Not maybe within 20 years, but not in the first 5 years. You're not going to grow at that pace. So breaking, okay, sure, you can break, no problem. But again, breaking in content creation, are you going to get, they can have my location for the right price, right, Tom? Of course they own lids, and they do own other retail outlets. Of course they do. Of course they do. But when you go to lids, do you get the customer experience? Do you get the expertise? I don't know. I don't know. I agree they've got good distribution. I that is true. They could sell packs at lids. The logical thought from that is send your boxes to lids. Send your boxes to their distribution channel. Send your boxes to Academy or any sports store that carries their products. If you start mass sending products out, do you get another 2.0 of vintage wax? Rich is breaking my train. Sorry, Rich. Do you got another chunk wax era that's up and coming that we can all see? And then so does everybody not buy the new Fanatics stuff? Do they go back and once again go back and do we do vintage? Do we do stuff that's not sure for the newer stuff? Sure, go ahead. But for the 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, 40s, 20s, are you going to send your vintage cards to Fanatics to get graded? I don't know. But again, do you get that history, expertise, that gut feel for the hobby? A lot of show, a lot of stuff, a lot of show. But what happens if you lose the experience? What happens if you lose? Is this a great thing? Is this a great thing for the hobby? Now, for customer redemptions, yeah, I don't think you're going to get as many customer redemptions on the autographed cards or on the RPAs. Yes, that will definitely, the player stake, that will happen. But are you going to lose that history? And these companies are not going to go quietly into the night. That's a lot of money is being made and a lot of money's been spent. Rich is making a point, and I'm my head is in both places. Yes, you can go work at Fanatics for $6.20 or $7.25 or whatever minimum wage is per hour. Yes, you will always get people that'll work for that in the hobby. But are you going to get Are you going to get the guys with the experience going to work at Fanatics? Are they going to hold card shows? Are they going to hold? I mean, so much. I agree. Our distribution model is broken, and that needs to be fixed. That point we all 100% know. But to say we're going to be everything and all things, and I agree, Tom, and that's my point. You go to the hobby shop for that experience. You go to the most people, not everybody, but most people go to the hobby shop for the experience. Most people go to card shows for the massive, but there is experience and there is education. And retail, there are very few instances where I go to a retail shop and get experience and get the knowledge that I need and get educated. It does happen. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it doesn't happen as often as it should. Or maybe or will it? There's a lot more to this. And David, that's a great point. That's a great point. Maybe they're just throwing all these ideas on the wall to see the hobby reaction. That is an absolute great point. The only thing that I'm trying to say is you can't be all things to all people. You may want to be, but you can't be. And then what happens? What happens if the hobby rejects it? And then there was a very small note, and it wasn't very. It was a question that wasn't answered that made me go, True, we may go back to that. Rich, we may go back to that. But they want to be the single. They want to be the secondary. They want to be. They want to not control, but they want to be all things. So do hobby shops get reduced? Do the hobby shops go back to being smaller, more intimate, in smaller locations, and only carrying singles? And I had a thought, and I completely lost it while I was doing that. I think they're definitely doing a market poll before deciding proof of concept. Now, baby, completely. That's it. It always needs to be placed. Yes. So let's talk about the antitrust. Did the leagues open their doors to antitrust now that they're in partnership with Fanatics? That question was never really answered. And can the government continue to give the leagues the antitrust with? That's huge. Now, I'm sure that has been thought of, and legalism, and somebody in a big room thought, at least you hope they had. You hope that due diligence was done. But did it open it? We're not talking about exclusives, Rich. We're talking about ownership. Ownership now. They have ownership in it. They don't have ownership in Pepsi or Coke or whatever. You may see how their initial card offerings, I feel a demonstration at fair distribution method. That's a great point, David. But the key is the ownership. And then the other point, the other interesting point was, and this was made by Brian Gray. Does Topps go, meh, we're going to print it with the logos anyway, and y'all stop us? Yes. The players and 20% has been given to 20% of Topps grading cards has been or not Topps. 20% of Fanatics trading, whatever they call it, what is the Fanatics trading cards, has been given to the Players Association and the leagues. There's the open door. There's the open door. So, does the hobby reject? What does that do for antitrust? Does Topps and Panini say, we're just going to print them with logos anyway? And there's a lot of money that's been being made right now from the very large companies that aren't going to go quietly into the night. Those are my thoughts. Those are my key points from that conversation. Now, are there going to be some good things that come from this, the fix of the distribution model, or at least streamlining of? Are there going to be some integration of products? Are there going to be new products? I don't know. Those are the questions that I have. That's what I wanted to talk about. So, we got about 7 minutes more. I wanted to share some really cool product. For some reason, it's not sharing. Let me try this again. There we go. Yes, we're going to show Panini Obsidian Basketball. I really love this product. I always do. Look at how sick this product is in the black, the Obsidian. I just like the way the colors look. I just like the way it looks. And then if you go reds, yellows, I wish this was more color matching for the team. That'd be kind of cool if like this was a green, this had a silver backing, that would be kind of, I like the way some card companies do that. And then you go again, bringing back the die cuts or bringing in die cuts. I like die cuts. A little tough to keep up with, and a little tough to put in a penny sleeve and then put into for not dinging the corners. But I dig it. And then on sticker autos, we've had that discussion before. I like how the colors are, though. I sure like the colors on the stickers. That's really cool, and the lightning and the effects. green. I really like how that is. This is what I thought it was very interesting. Look at the name of the insert. We kind of know the name of a company. We sure know a name of a company. I thought that was hilarious. So that's one, and then let's take a look at it. I also like Spectra. And maybe it's the look. That's just really cool. And then when you get down into these colors, I don't particularly care for but I'm sure that's camera. That's really cool. That's really cool. And then look at this Bryce Harper. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Just, I like the way the colors pop. I like the way the colors pop. And then what's really cool about Spectra, they give you a little bit more here on the cloth, as opposed to like a smaller that you get in the Panini, in the Prestige. Why do we still have Disco? I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Disco donut, but that's just me. Mojo Wave. That's what I wanted to show. That's really cool. Then I wish companies would more try to do these multicolored patches. I know you can only do so many of them, but man, I love it when they do that. That is just really, really cool. That is really cool. And then prospects. I like that there's prospects in here as well. This is a sick. I mean, look at that. That is sick right there. And not just because I'm a Mets fan, but the fact that it's got multi. That's just sick. I love that. I really love that. Nice Harper. I don't know, Diego. I'm not 100% sure. Play me some Donna. Yeah, there you go. Play you some Donna Summer. Woo! Boo! I'm not going to dig into Chronicles. I got smacked around Wednesday on Chronicles, so I'm going to leave it alone. Casey and the Sunshine Band. I agree. There you go, David. Thank you. Thank you. If a product sells, you can make it to make it market. Yep. Patches make the growth. Don't intend different. I may prefer simpler minds, but I think of it as a business decision. I agree. I agree. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, David. Thank you. Thank you. And then look at that. That's just sick. That's just sick. That is so cool. And and just so cool to have multicolored patches. Just absolutely sick. 2-player, multicolored. Smaller though, but you can only fit so much on a card. Look at that stained glass. So they're bringing in the stained glass with a 3-color with Koufax. How cool is that? Let's back that up. Look, that's Sandy Koufax. How cool is that you're bringing in a legend? I just like Spectra. And then look at this huge patch right here. Be better if it was like multicolored or whatever, but that patch is huge. And then what if they had autographs on this patch? Some do. Some product lines do. So Yep. So that's what I got. Those are the thoughts that I had. Those were the thoughts that I had. And I didn't want to be shock jock. I didn't want to be. I just wanted to present some ideas and present some thoughts. And is it still good for the hobby to have everything integrated, to have everything all in place? And there's a lot of money being made by some large companies that aren't going to be going quietly into the night. Just my thoughts. That and $3 will get you a Coke. So that's what I got this morning. Hey, I appreciate all your support. I appreciate y'all joining in. If you have any prayer requests, let me know. I'll be more than happy to pray you up. Jesus Christ is a friend of mine. I am a friend of Christ and a follower of Christ. I make no bones about that. Support your local LCSs. Support your local card shows. Spend some time in some this weekend. Y'all have a fantastic weekend. I'm always here if y'all need anything. At TX Card Dude on Twitter. At TX Card Dude on Facebook. Down below into the description, I am now putting, I'll always pray you up, Diego. I will always pray you up. Down in the description, adding a little bit more information so that if people keep asking me to share my information. So it's down in the description. If you like the video, if you like the thoughts, if you like the way it was organized, let me know. Hit the like, hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. I like opinions either way. It's all great constructive criticism. That's all I got for the day. Y'all have a great weekend. This is your Texas Card Dude out. Stay classy, y'all.